My next guest and I go back a long time. He's best known for his first season win on The Apprentice, but he's now in the business of bettering the world. His pivot and his passion will inspire you.
Hey guys, it's Bill Rancic here. I'm a TV personality, I'm a best-selling author, I'm an entrepreneur, but most importantly, I'm a cancer care advocate. When Giuliana was my wife and was diagnosed with breast cancer, it was really found by accident. We started experimenting with IVF, and through that journey, one of the doctors that we encountered required Giuliana to get a mammogram. Thank God that happened, because that incident saved her life. We caught the breast cancer early, went through the treatments. For me, that was one of the biggest fights of our lives. You know, unfortunately, Giuliana's experience with cancer wasn't the first in my life. At the age of 65, my father was diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, which I guess is a fancy way of saying kidney cancer. He was my hero. He was one of my best friends. He passed away December 16th, 1999. I was in my late 20s. As a result of my father and my wife both having traveled on that cancer journey, the folks from Astellas Oncology reached out to me and they told me about the C3 Prize, which stands for Changing Cancer Care. And they asked me if I'd be a part of it, and it took me literally 3 seconds to say, count me in. It's a program where we get to award grant money and resources to those who are trying to make that cancer care journey a little bit easier for people. Cancer touches so many people and so many lives in so many ways. I wanted to make a difference.
Hey, Bill, so good to see you, man. Where are you right now?
Hey, Doc. Good to see you, buddy. I'm actually in Idaho, so we've been hiding out here since the end of March with our son Duke, and just kind of trying to keep things normal as possible.
And recently you were diagnosed with COVID-19, a positive test result?
Yeah. Shockingly, me and Giuliana and our son Duke, we all tested positive, and needless to say, we were rather shocked because we were all so cautious, wiping every package down. I mean, you know, we didn't travel on airplanes. I mean, and then when we got diagnosed, it was kind of surprising.
Did you have any symptoms, or like what drove you to get tested?
Yeah, I had some symptoms. We had some smoke that was up here for a while, and initially I kind of wrote it off as just some issues breathing from the smoke. And then one of our friends, who we've been kind of in a pod with, got it. And then I went and got tested, and sure enough, I had it. So I had some respiratory symptoms and a little bit of body aches. And that was really, you know, for me, we were stunned.
Yeah. Well, you know what, you look great, so hopefully you will have a mild case. But Giuliana, you know, yeah. Having a history of cancer, having a pre-existing condition, I mean, are you guys concerned about that?
Fortunately, her symptoms were less than mine, and she's strong as a bull. So, you know, knock on wood, thank God, everything's okay.
Good, good. Hey, man, listen, I got to congratulate you. 13 years of marriage, which is great. I remember when you guys got married.
Yeah.
Big news. So how'd you guys spend it?
You know, low key. You're looking at it. That's one of our backyards here in Idaho. We just cooked out, had a lot of dessert. One of our favorite desserts is a deep dish skillet cookie. So we baked some skillet cookies and had ice cream, and just enjoyed a beautiful sunset, the two of us. It was really kind of nice.
How has COVID actually impacted your professional life? I know it's not been easy on the food scene. You're in my hometown of Chicago. Your restaurants are famous and awesome. I love them. In fact, I sent you a photo of me getting takeout a couple weeks ago. But how are you guys doing, man?
You know, it's been challenging. I think for any small business out there, this has been a very difficult time. But you know, we've tried to do the best we can. You know, we've had outdoor dining. We have 25% occupancy indoor. But you know, our goal is to keep our team members safe. We have about 1,000 people on our team. And our customers safe. And, you know, we're reacting, we're adapting, and, you know, there's a lot of businesses out there that are struggling, you know, and I always tell them, you know, you have to take your blinders off, you have to leave your comfort zone, do things a little bit differently, you have to adapt, react, adjust, and be agile. And if you're not agile, you become extinct.